My name is Anna Lee. I found out a secret about my tutor. He was kind to me at first. He helped me with exams and with scholarship forms. Many classmates liked him. He sat with me in the library. He told me kind words. But one day I saw a note. The note made me feel shocked and betrayed. I did not know what to do. I wanted to trust him. I wanted to tell the principal. However, I felt small and afraid. I felt like a child again. I felt my hands shake. I kept the note in my pocket. I kept the secret like a heavy stone. I waited to see what would happen next. My name is Anna Lee. I am a final year student. I want to go to university. I work hard. I study for the exam each night. I meet my tutor after class. He is Mr. Park. He is 30 years old. He smiles and he listens. He helps me with math and English. He helps me with my essay for the scholarship. He gives me calm advice. He tells me the right words. He sits in the library with me. He lends me books. I feel safe with him. I tell him my plans for graduation and prom. He says I will be valedictorian if I study well. He says I can get the scholarship. I believe him. My classmate May sees us together. May says Mr. Park is a good tutor. She says he helps many students. The principal sees us working in class. The principal nods and smiles. I think of scholarship money and my family. My mother cries when I tell her my dream. I tell her Mr. Park is kind. I tell her I will study with a tutor. Time goes by. The exam month comes. I take many small tests. Mr. Park gives me advice each week. He gives me a practice exam. He marks my work in red pen. He writes short notes on my paper. He says, "Good work, Anna." I feel proud. I wish to be valedictorian. I want to make my mother proud. The night before the big exam, I find a small envelope in my bag. The envelope has a paper with words. The words say my name and a number. I read the words. My heart stops. The paper seems to show a plan. The plan is to stop me from winning the scholarship. I do not understand. I feel cold. I want to show the paper to someone. I think of the principal. I think of my mother. I think of Mr. Park. I feel small and afraid. I hold the paper close. I wait in the dark for morning. On the day of the exam, I wake up early. My hands are cold. I eat a small breakfast. My mother says, "You can do it." I smile and leave. The school is quiet in the morning. I walk to the exam room with other classmates. Mr. Park is at the door. He gives me a short nod. He says, "Good luck." I feel nervous but calm. The exam starts. I write every answer slowly. I remember his lessons. I remember the practice exams. I feel my pencil move fast. At lunch my friend May speaks in a low voice. She says she saw Mr. Park with the valedictorian. She says they smiled and talked about me. My heart drops. I look at my sandwich and I cannot eat. I keep the paper in my bag. After school, May calls me. She sounds scared. She says someone put a photo online. The photo is of me with papers. The photo says I cheated. The photo is fake. I feel sick. I run to the principal office. The principal looks at the photo. He says he will call my parents. My mother comes and she cries. She says, "Anna, did you cheat?" I say, "No." I show the envelope. The principal says he will investigate. I feel hope. I think the truth will come out. Later that week the school gives me detention. The principal says I must stay after class. He says this is to keep order. I sit in a small room with other students. Mr. Park comes to the door. He says, "Anna, you will lose the scholarship." He looks calm. He says he is sorry. He says the valedictorian needs the place. I feel betrayal. I ask him, "Why are you doing this?" He looks at me like I am a stranger. He says, "This is school business." I want to shout. I want to cry. I want to tell the truth. But I am quiet. I feel like a small bird in a big cage. The rumor spreads to my class. A new bully begins to whisper in the hall. Some classmates point at me. I feel old fear. I feel loss. I cannot sleep at night. I keep thinking of the note with the number. I keep thinking of Mr. Park's calm face. I decide to find proof. I decide to watch him. I decide to not give up my dream. I watch Mr. Park after class for many days. I sit in the cafeteria with a friend. I pretend to read, but I watch him. He meets the valedictorian in the art room. They talk in whispers. I hear them laugh. I feel my stomach drop. One night I follow Mr. Park to a small room. I hide behind a door. I cannot see well. I hear his voice. He says, "The scholarship is set. She will not win." The valedictorian answers, "Good. I will speak to the principal." I feel like I will break. I take out my phone. I record their voices. My hands shake. I record the small room conversation. The next day I bring the recording to the principal. The principal listens and grows quiet. He calls Mr. Park to his office. Mr. Park says he does not remember. He says he only talked about exams. The valedictorian says she did not ask for help. But the recording plays. The voices are clear. Mr. Park's words are cruel. He planned to make me look bad. He told lies to the principal. He pushed the valedictorian to talk. Now the truth is loud. A classmate who spread the photo says sorry. The bully who pointed at me avoids my eyes. The principal asks Mr. Park to leave. He calls a meeting with parents. My mother holds my hand and cries with relief. I feel a small joy. The valedictorian sits very still. She looks away. Later people ask why Mr. Park changed. Many say he wanted the valedictorian to win. Some say he wanted fame. Some say he wanted a prize. I do not know why he turned bad. I only know the change hurt me. I learned that people can hide anger under a kind face. I learned that a good person can make bad choices. My classmates come to me and say they are sorry. May brings me a small card. She writes, I am sorry I did not see the signs. I forgive some of them. I do not forgive Mr. Park yet. The principal gives me a chance to prove I did not cheat. The school reopened the case and the photo is checked. The scholarship committee hears the recording. I wait for the final decision. The days feel long. I study again. I prepare for the final talk. The prom comes faster than I thought. My head spins at night. I dream of graduation and of the green school field. I want to stand tall. I want to tell my story. The story ends at graduation day. The scholarship committee returns with news. They say the recording shows a plan. They say the photo was fake. They give me the scholarship. I cry when I hear the news. My mother smiles and wipes her eyes. Mr. Park is no longer a tutor at our school. He leaves quietly. The valedictorian speaks at graduation. She speaks about truth and trust. I listen and I feel peace. I learn a hard lesson. People can change. Good people can turn bad. We cannot control this change. But we can hold the truth and we can stand up. I learn to keep proof when I see a problem. I learn to speak to a teacher I trust. I learn to ask for help. In the end, I am not only a victim. I am a student who grew strong. I go to university with hope. I remember to be kind to others. I also remember to watch for signs. The school taught me more than exams. It taught me how to face betrayal and come out brave. If you study English, you can learn these words. If you watch this story, you can learn to tell your truth. Stay kind, but stay careful. Never give up on your dream.